that was the first truck I got, the first old car.
Oh.
And then we took it to the ranch, and the workers used it. And they just beat it up.
Oh,
They just
yeah.
banged it up. So then
Yeah.
we decided what we were going to do with it. And because Diana gave it to me, then we restored it.
Oh, this is
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
So is it like a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or just an I
Yeah,
love
I
you
always
gift?
wanted a truck. And when the place we had in Santa Barbara and Montecito had 8 acres and a lot of big trees. And so I kind of retired by then, and so all these great big trees, and I would get out there with my chainsaw and trim them. And then I made sideboards on this that I still have, with an old wood truck. So there'd be a big pile of branches that I had cut. Then when David and Doug got home from school, they were in high school, then I'd make them load the thing up, and they'd load it way up to the top. They would drive it to school
With it loaded to
with
the
it loaded, and then after that go to the dump and come back and load another one. And
Oh, wow.
they were so abused. You talk to them, and our dad was the worst guy in the world. Well, about the third time they did that, their friend said, "Aren't you ever going to unload that truck?" And they said, "We unload it every day and put a new one on there." But they would
good.
stack a lot of stuff there because I had sideboards, big plywood sideboards that
yeah.
went up the side. They could put a lot of stuff on it.
I love that the whole school thought, God, why are they driving around with all that
Yeah,
stuff in their
but
car?
aren't you ever going to empty that thing? We do it every day.
That's great. That's great. I like the yellow rims. Instead of it being white, is it supposed to be
Yeah,
yellow?
no, they should be white.
I like it yellow. I think it complements the green.
Well, another thing on the 36 Ford, because in those eras, it was, people would Ford, and a lot of people didn't have that much money. White sidewalls cost more. So, Ford. This isn't a white sidewall tire. That's, you could buy a flat, and I thought that was one reason for buying this car, because I
Yeah.
can remember, when I was a little kid, we couldn't get white, it would just cost a lot more to get a white sidewall.
That's interesting.
And that was a cheap, it was either that, and when I first got my car, you could go to the automobile stores, and you could buy the white rubber paint. And we would spend hours painting that. And the day after we did it, we would hit a curb, and there we go, it would just turn black. And it just,
Can you show that again, Jerry? The flap?
yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
But I mean, that would be about 1/10 the cost of getting a white sidewall
yeah,
tire.
yeah. I love that throughout history of cars, all teenagers have always tried to soup up their cars.
Yeah.
It might be lights underneath, but a
Yeah.
white wall fade.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good. Oh, does this top open too?
No.
Oh, okay.
See, that if you had a typical Model A, when they first came out, they would have fabric top. They didn't have the technology to stamp
Curve it.
something that big.
Oh, I get it.
So then, they could stamp something that big, then they just made a fabric top.
Aha. That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense too. This itty bitty wiper. It's so
Huh?
tiny. The wiper is so tiny.
Yeah,
So like
There's just
it like
one, isn't
clears a
there?
little
Yeah.
like
and there's just one.
passenger doesn't need to see where you're going. It's so tiny. Oh, that's good. Thank
Is this
you.
for ventilation for the passengers, or was
That's
that?
air conditioning.
That's the air conditioning.
That's cool. The air conditioning. It's great.
Yeah, that goes way back. Even the 52 Chevy has that same thing, and the
Yeah.
41 Ford.
How well does it work?
Yeah.
Like when you drive it, does it work?
Oh,
Does it
sure,
cool
it
you
gives you
off?
the air circulation. It brings it in off the lower part, and then if you have the windows open, you get good circulation.
Yeah. Because it
No,
does
I mean-
look like it would work, because we don't really even use our air conditioning now. We
Yeah.
usually open the vents.
Well, in the Diamond Chief pickup that's on the other side of the Mercedes, then they have cowlings right here that from inside, you open it up.
Oh, so
Didn't have it on the top.
Okay. This collection's so amazing. It really is. You've done a phenomenal job.
Well, Diane's a good sport.
She's got to love it a little bit.